All right, welcome back, Divine Collective. Y'all know who it is. It is your Divine Goddess, Davy. Welcome back to the Divine Goddess Connection. You are here for a hypothetical celebrity intuitive read, okay? For entertainment purposes only. All right, let's get this stream up and running. Give me 2 seconds, Collective. Welcome back, welcome back. All right. We are all set up. Okay. Janella, what's up, beautiful Divine Goddess? We have Janella in the house. She is definitely one of the DGC family faves. Okay, she be up in here. All right, do me a favor, y'all. Hit that like button as you enter into the live stream. Blessings to you too, beautiful. Y'all know I'm just coming up in here to shoot the breeze about this whole, debacle. I'm tired of calling it the circus because it's not enjoyable to see women go through so much and they don't have to, just for some clicks and views, just for a couple of dollars, just for some fame and fortune, I guess. I don't even know if you can call this fame and fortune, but let's talk about it. All right. All right, obviously you all have been probably, seeing all the views that have been coming up. It's the baby shower day. Yesterday, Chrisean had to pull up into LA. She's over there, of course, her and Blue hooked up. That went left as I knew it would go left. He's a narcissist, I told you. He's going to extract that supply from all of them. Okay, it comes with a level of abuse. It's never going to stop. They want him to change instead of changing themselves, instead of changing their behavior and their movement. All of them are stuck on this baby daddy issue. They can't seem to let it go. We're disconnected. You see this? They can't seem to let it go. This is how they're all intertwined. And my actions speak louder than my words. So it's about what he's doing, and about, it says lituation, party lifestyle. Now, everything, this is a celebrity hypothetical entertainment read, and all things are alleged. All right, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Now, what this is saying to me is, for one, I can clearly see. I told y'all where I'm from the inner city, and I know how it goes down. And him and Chrisean like to party together when they get together. I don't know if it's drinking. I don't know if it's much more than that. Some type of substance abuse involved. I do not know. But it says lituation. You can clearly see the Hennessy bottle right there. Right? So he likes to party. He's not ready to settle down yet for this quote-unquote family life. Because if that was the case, he would have did it with Jaden. He would have done it with Jaden. So we're watching this. We're connected all over the globe. All over the internet. All over the internet. And Blueface is running this thing between all of these women. So let's try to figure out, let's try to see what some more energy is. I'm not going to pull those across, but I'm going to get a card and I just want to see for each one of the people. Okay? So as you know, that went completely left. Blueface embarrassed the crap out of Chrisean in that restaurant. He told her to leave. He told her he was done with her. They got all they could get out of her. Basically, letting them know, I spent bread on you today. We went to the Burberry store. completely disrespected Nevaeh by wearing the Burberry shoes at her baby shower. Didn't give a damn how Nevaeh felt. But I get it. I told Nevaeh that's how it goes when you're on the narcissist territory. That's why I'm not that mad at Blue. You're not going to get him to change. You have to change. This is an experience to change them, not the other way around. And they keep thinking that someday, one day, he's going to wake up and treat them better. He is not. This is his personality. It wouldn't matter if it was you, Nevaeh, or another 20 other girls that come after you. They're all going to get the same treatment eventually. First you get love bombed, then you get devalued, then you get discarded. This happens sometime in a slow progression. Sometime it happens very quickly, over and over again. He came home. He had no intention of being nice to Nevaeh. Right now, it's about keeping full control. I said he has the money. He's the money man. He's running the show. You're in his house. You're getting money off of the clicks and views, off of his shows, off of his streams, off of his name. He even brought Chrisean in. He brought Jaden in. He brought everybody in. So the way he's looking at it right here, as the cards are laid out, he is running the show. He has the money. He has the bread. And so the women complaining and trying to make it known how they feel and how they want it and how it should be, he's not listening. I told y'all he's just tolerating it. For one, Nevaeh is pregnant. For two, Chrisean gets clicks and views. For three, Jaden has his actual children that he's sure that he knows are his for the most part. Okay? So each one of them have something that is a resource to him right now. He's still waiting. We're still waiting for the birth of Nevaeh's child right now. But so far, so good. This is the placement. This is the placement of all of them. And they're not going to change that. They're not going to change him. He is asking, when you come into his world, he is telling them, I want full control, I want full submission, and I want full cooperation. So when they're not giving that to him, he's going to talk nasty, he's going to act up. And even if they did give it to him, he's going to talk nasty and he's going to act up. That's what narcissists do. A narc is going to narc, period. He's pitting Nevaeh and Chrisean against one another right now. Now, as far as Chrisean goes, snake in the camp, Chrisean. As far as she goes, Chrisean, your fairy tarot godmother is telling you, as an elder, as an auntie, you know, as just a person who's older and wiser, abort mission. Stop what you're doing. She done pulled up and knocked on the girl's door. Now, y'all know in one of my old lives, she must watch these lives. Because I said, I was just talking crap. Because I'm trying to get Nevaeh to see she's in a very bad situation. This is a man who had Chrisean in his home behind locked doors where nobody could get in to help or save them, with his crew, having Chrisean beat the crap out of his mother and his sister and her boyfriend. Left the sister and the boyfriend on the floor with nobody to help them, just in the middle of the floor, just taping them. The mother done, you know, whizzed on herself, all on her pants. They done video recorded that for the whole wide world to see. This is the kind of man we talking about. Snake in the camp. And he got a Chrisean by his side. This is like the Joker and Harley Quinn right now. Nobody's stopping them. They feel like they on the run. You know, they doing their big one right now. The both of them. They're bringing in the money. Nevaeh. Someone just doesn't really give a fuck. Nevaeh don't care right now. Nevaeh is doing her best just to protect herself until she has this baby so she can figure out what her next step is. I did not really think that Chrisean was going to pull up and knock on that door. I dared Chrisean. I was talking crap. I dared Chrisean. Go knock on that door. I said, go knock on that door. I said, Nevaeh, you popping mad crap. What are you going to do when Chrisean knocks on that door? Because you're dealing with a loose wire right here. You're dealing with a loose cannon. Okay? Chrisean is not listening right now. Her head is in the cloud about Blue. There is no woman that could be around Chrisean safely when it concerns Blueface. Okay? Because if he tell her to pop, she's gonna pop. She's gonna pop. And you know what? I should keep it the way it was because I was gonna shuffle it. Y'all saw the card under there, right? See this, right? Focus, focus. My actions speak louder than my words. He's definitely connecting with Chrisean like this. You see this? They're definitely getting down with one another. Oh, for sure. Chrisean would have it no other way. You understand what I'm saying? I've been looking at the look in Chrisean's eyes lately, and that's why I'm telling you, Chrisean, abort mission. You're about to wreck your life. Okay? You're about to go off. Take a detour. Reroute. Take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to breathe. You're too deep in. You're too deep in. You have a fight not 30 days from now or so. You need to be at your tip-top condition. Tip-top, the utmost. You're sitting up there watching Taseki, and shout out to Taseki. She did a big one. And shout out what? To Big Lex. They both did their big one. You know, equal power, you know. They went in, they did it, and they did what they had to do. Shout out to the winner, okay? But Chrisean, you need to be focused. You literally are online threatening people, you know what I'm saying? Pulling up at people's doors. For what? Because she made a statement? Is your skin that thin? Because she made a statement? So you mean to tell me that Blueface can call you all kind of whores and bitches all day long, tell you to scram, get out of here. He had enough of you. Embarrass you, ridicule you, shame you, okay? Humiliate you in front of the entire world, and because she made one statement, you're that angry at her? Nobody was really wanting you to pull up. She's pregnant. She don't even really want to fight you. Chrisean, most people don't want to fight her. You understand what I'm saying, Divine Collective? Most people don't want to fight her. She's a trained fighter at this point. She has professional hands. She may or may not be licensed. At this point, you can be sued for putting hands on people, Chrisean. You can be sued. And even still, my grandmother always told me, Collective, there's a greater and a lesser than yourself in this world. And most people run into the lesser. Most of their life, they run into the lesser. So they feel very big. But don't run into the greater. You see, Taseki just had her fight. And everybody, you know, would have thought maybe, you know, the way Taseki moved, it would have came out a different way. You know, I hope Taseki would have won, but she didn't win. She could have been more prepared. From what I'm hearing, I heard, I don't know if it's a rumor or real, don't quote me, that Clarissa trained Big Lex. She, you know what I'm saying? And she looked like it. Every hit landed. They were focused hits. You know what I'm saying? It was strategy. You know, she was breathing well. She didn't look tired. It was a lot that went into training that whole thing. Okay? And it's a lot of spell work going out here when it concerns these children. You see this? All of these women are working their brood. All these, it says mad hoes. They're working their magic right here in this situation. And Blueface has to be very, very careful that, you know, this doesn't cause him to fall off. Remember I told y'all the story about Solomon? Solomon was one of the kings in scripture, in the, you know, the Bible, in scripture, that had 300 wives. 300. And the 300 wives all wanted this and that and that and this, especially when it came to religious things. They wanted Solomon to build each one of them a temple according to their order, what they believed in. After a while, that just, you know, it wrecked Solomon. It wrecked him. Trying to appease all the women and build this for this woman's people and build that for that woman's people. It pulled him apart. It pulled him apart. Okay? The smartest thing Nevaeh can do, because everybody wants this abundant union. Everybody wants this union, what they're trying to portray like this is the right thing to do. Even if you became Blueface's wife, do you really want that? Do you really want to be married to a narcissist? If you think he's dragging you as a girlfriend, what do you think they will do as a wife when they feel that they own you or they have full legal control over you? You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're all vowing for this right here in the middle. That's what they want to do. Y'all all sitting there like, I know you effing lying, Divine Goddess Davy. Yeah, let's talk about it. We just talking about it. You know, we talking about Blueface, and we're talking about the children that he's making. You know, and we're talking about these women who want to be the star of the show. Okay? They want to be the star of the show when it comes to these children. And when it comes to Blueface, Blueface is acting like a grown child. A grown child. That's what I see. Okay? Now y'all know in some of my videos I've mentioned how he takes his feet and he picks it up off the ground, kicks Superior, kicks Nevaeh, always putting his feet on them. And I mentioned it, and it seems like he's amped it up. As if they watch these videos, and I hope they do. You know, because I'm for everybody. I want the young people to get their minds right. With lituation, they need to get their mind right. Okay? They need to do something. With the spell work in this here, they need to get their mind right, because this is going to get them in trouble. You see this? Blueface don't even know. Okay? With all these holes, yeah, that's going to get them in trouble. So, yeah, he's amped it up. He does it more and more. He done took to putting his hands around the little boy's neck, and I know he's not choking him for real. You know, he's not crying. The little boy is not complaining. But we don't even play like that, I told y'all. We don't even play like that, but let them keep playing. Don't say nothing, y'all. Let them keep playing like that. Nevaeh don't find nothing wrong with it. All right, Nevaeh? If you're not saying nothing now, don't say nothing later, because that's the going rule with a narcissist. What you let them get away with now, they're going to continue and amp it up later. Okay? The rule is to ultimately discard you. And guess what, Nevaeh? You don't believe it? Go do your research. At the end of it, a narcissist's ultimate goal is to destroy you. Do you hear what I said? A narcissist's ultimate goal is to destroy you by the end of the matter. By the end of it. Okay? So, you keep playing over there. The sacrifice is you, Nevaeh. Yes, you're getting all the money. But the sacrifice is you. Instead of you moving on, letting go, okay, loving yourself, they think the lesson is learning how to love Blueface better, or learning how to be a better woman, or learning how to have a relationship, or learning how to have a family, or learning to be down with the game, or learning to be in entertainment, or be famous, or be a streamer. I don't know what they think the lesson is, but that's not it. The biggest lesson here is self-love. When they learn to love themselves, the pain will stop. The hurt will stop. The trauma and the abuse will stop, because they won't put themselves in the midst of it. Instead of asking, why is he doing that to me? Why are you even there? How about we ask that question? Why are you even in the house? Why are you in the environment? Why are you with a man like that? If that's not the kind of man that you say you like or want to be with or admire or respect, why are you with him? That's why he's treating you that way. Because the treatment is shitty and he knows it, but you're still there. So what could be your motive? Ponder on that, Nevaeh. Didn't I tell you always think about some shit? Ponder on that. I'm just talking. We just kicking it, y'all. Y'all can cut up in the chat. You know, don't hurt the children. We don't hurt the children over here. You know, that's who we rooting for. If we rooting for anybody, you see this police station? Don't think that these people are not listening to all these conversations and stuff. What's the going phrase right now? Nobody's bigger than the program. Not even Blue. But neither is Chrisean. Chrisean got to be careful, because guess what? Pride comes before the fall. And Chrisean is very prideful right now. She's very prideful. All it takes is a moment of bad credit, of swiping and that card not going through, of not being able to pay for this and pay for that and get gas for this and gas for that. And you'll be back on the damn internet talking about Lemmy, that ain't right. Let me cut the check, Lemmy. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I remember. It was bad. You was out there with, 33 Top Hat, or whatever his name is, 33K. What's his name, y'all? I don't know these names. Forgive me if I don't put the wrong person out there trying to put these love spells. Everybody want to put a love spell on Blueface. That's what they all want to do. We're doing the true emotions right here. Everybody want to put a love spell on Blueface. Let me just move this down a little bit. But the true colors, everybody is beginning to show. Everybody. It's a lot of pressure that's being put on Blueface and everybody else. Blueface said he got pressure. He going to put some pressure on them too. They're not just going to sit back and enjoy the good life Enjoy the fame, the clicks, the views. Put your mama, your daddy, your son, your kids, your auntie, your uncle, whoever the hell. You want to put all your people on there, whatever the case. You're not just going to sit back and enjoy the good life and not get some of this pressure too. Because it is pressure on Blueface. He has a lot of money that he has to come up with. He has a whole camera crew. You know, he's his mother. He has his children. Okay? His baby's on the way. He has people that he owe, legalities, houses, you know, taxes to pay. Okay? Gas to put in these cars that they driving around in every day. Money to put on these cars, to spend on these his-os, to pay for hotels and pay for this and pay for that, to keep the stream exciting and moving. You know, it's a lot that's being spent, so it's a lot that has to be made back. Why do you think he was talking to Chrisean so reckless? Because she was supposed to help him make that money back like that, based on the amount of streams they were going to pull in from whatever they were supposed to do that evening. But she got ghosted. She got ghosted. And this is how he has them feeling. Off and on, hot and cold and detached, ghosted. Whenever he feels like it. Whenever he's ready, he will go and put a battery in Chrisean's back, and she's the #1 soldier that will step up and do what they need to do. You see this? Blue need to really, you know, sit down and handle some things before he find himself in what? Massive regrets. You know? This divine masculine is escaping. That's escaping Blueface. But in Blueface's mind, he is a king. You hear what I'm telling you? That's why I mentioned Solomon. He is a king because he said he must be, because God is allowing him the kingdom. You know, the house, the money, you know, the women, okay? The control, you understand? He's paying people. Okay. It says secluded, separation, reflection, reflecting, soul searching. None of these women want this man to go. Okay? They're all asking why. Why won't you stay with me? Why can't I be the one? All right? They all want to be sold a fairy tale. Especially Chrisean. Chrisean is living in the biggest fairy tale. Phony, trickster, illusion. She somehow thinks in the end of it, her and Blue will be together. After all the women fade away, all the hoes go, or all the spell work women, you know, she looks at this as like a Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? Or any of the women. Not just Nevaeh, but any of the women. She looks at this comes together. Okay? She says at the end of it, she figures her and Blue will be together. This is what's in her mind. And all the while, Nevaeh gets left hanging a lot. And like I said, this is a lesson in love for Nevaeh. A lot of people don't like to hear that. That's boring. That's not the exciting part. But that's the real part. And that's the healing part. That is the healing part. Instead of trying to get someone else to change, you have to change yourself. You have to love yourself. Okay? I be roasting the shit out of them because I want them to love themselves. Give it up. There has to be a sacrifice. You can't keep the money and the lifestyle and think the abuse doesn't come with it. The control. Okay? The submission. It's not your life no more. It's like you signing up. You know, when you sign up for the military, you're signing up for somebody's camp. If I even dare to say, this is how cults get started. When you have one leader that's telling them what to do. And what happens in most cults? The cult leader has them to brand themselves in some type of way. Look it up. Research a lot of big cults, a lot of famous cults that got busted. The women were branding themselves. Or the men had to do something that was completely humiliating. You know? Like playing with people's butt. You know what I'm saying? You got to play with the cult leader's butt. Stuff like that. This is all love, hate. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing real here. It's off and on, hot and cold. It's nothing real here. That's why it's always going to be pressure. It's always going to be kind of, you're standing on swings which are not stable, which sway back and forth. You're standing on top of water. So if you fall in, you won't hurt yourself, but you might drown. How deep is the water? Like, this just doesn't seem like a place you want to just be hanging out at with your love. You know, it seems kind of unstable. You know, live wire is what I'm getting. Somebody threw something electrical, you know, like what you gonna do? I don't know. It's a lot of shade being thrown around. That's all I can tell you. A lot of shade. But yeah, Chrisean, abort mission. You about to wreck your whole shit. You're supposed to be a professional fighter, somebody who's growing as a woman, as a lady, growing in the Lord, right? You're supposed to be all about Christ, right? Not running around looking for a woman who has had no professional training, probably hasn't had a fight in the last 10 years of her life to fight with a baby in her stomach. Who cares if she said what she said? Oh well. People have opinions just like assholes. Everybody has one. Just because you feel like this about Blue and you're going to hold down the honor for the situation. You're going to hold it down. Secrets. It's not our fault you don't want us to know the secrets regarding Chrisean Jesus. It's not our fault. You don't want Nevaeh. She want Nevaeh to stop talking. Like, stop saying things. Don't talk about disabilities. Don't talk about Ronnie Doe. Don't talk about the things that the internet talks about. You're on the program, so you're supposed to be quiet and act like Blue and his mama and Dre and everybody else in the camp. She trying to tell people it can get dark. And like I said, I don't know why she think other people are not listening to this. It's not us that you have to be worried about, honey. We're not going to show up at your doorstep. None of us. Like I said, we want to fight Chrisean. Chrisean on psychopath mode right now. I told you, I'm fucking scared. You motherfucker. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm running. Get out of Dodge. You let it catch you if you want to. We over here happy. We gonna stay that way. They do not want to do this. Close their legs. Go somewhere. Go find a girlfriend. Go find a crew, a community. Goddesses, like we do over here. Goddesses, and we got the guys up in the house. You know they be in the house. You know what I'm saying? Doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focus. It's two different types of women out here. And they don't want to do it. They want to be over here. They want to get all the amenities, you know what I'm saying? Get the trick life. But then they want to act like they're demure women. Chrisean, you getting too old to show up to people's houses for fades. If Nevaeh wanted to fade, she would have called you out for it, like, called you out. We was just effing with you. You know what I'm saying? Nevaeh just popping it. When don't Nevaeh pop it? Who's taking Nevaeh seriously? Nobody takes Nevaeh seriously. I'm talking shit to Nevaeh, because Nevaeh really don't want that smoke. Because it gets really real when people do pull up to your doorstep and knock on your damn door with scarves and Vaseline and no damn earrings. You understand what I'm saying? And drag you outside your damn door. If Chrisean was really about that, you know what I'm saying? Something would have happened. She didn't have no intent on hurting Nevaeh, I don't think. She just wanted to show her how up close and personal she can get to her. That's what she wanted to show her. I don't think she was going to touch her at all. I don't think that was the threat. I don't think that was the intent. I think it was just meant to scare her. Absolutely scare her. Chrisean, you need to be focused on your fight. Because you're showing a level of aggression. You're showing that you will come to people. That you will show up. And you will make a threat and you will act on it. This is about self-love, like I told y'all. They're so busy wanting to be the star. But they need to give it this self-love. That's how you be the star. When you love yourself. It wouldn't matter if it was Blueface. It wouldn't matter if it was the President of the United States. It wouldn't matter if it was your father. It wouldn't matter if it was your brother, your uncle. Okay? It wouldn't matter if it was one of the princes in the Emirates that had all the money in the world and was an oil king. It wouldn't matter. You wouldn't let anybody treat you the way they treating you, Nevaeh. You see that? This is how Blueface got her over him. And they hide their feelings because of these children. They hide their feelings. And this as well, I heard this is Chrisean. Whenever we see her, when she says she's not bothered, nothing's wrong. Her life is great. She's a care. You know, she just sees the hurt in Blueface, and she's here to help him and mend him. Let them have each other. Let them have each other. They don't know who each other really is. They're both wearing masks. It's a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. They're openly telling she's telling him, I'll kill you. Openly. You know what I'm saying? I told you this could get very, very dangerous. Nevaeh, the best thing you could do is get out of the way. Have your child, gather your 2 children up, have Blueface put you in a nice little apartment somewhere and go mind your business. Tell him he can come by and visit when he likes. You walking around with a knife to protect yourself against a man that you lay down with and kiss every day, quote unquote, supposed to be in love with. She just doesn't want to give it up neither. Pride comes before the fall with Nevaeh, meaning she's not going to let Chrisean push her out. Now, on one end, I get it. Because she thinks that Chrisean going to be right in there tossing it up. But what makes you think, look at what you're going through in there. Do you think it's going to be any better if Chrisean gets back in there? I told you what the scripture says. It says, if you clear your house of one demon and you get rid of it, and then you open your house up and let that demon back in, the demon will say, hey, the coast is clear, and they will bring 7 more with them. So if it was bad for you, it's going to be 7 times worse for Chrisean if she stepped foot in that house. I told you, God is already dragging them. That was God that dragged Chrisean the other night in the restaurant. Dragged her thoroughly. By her little bun with the little scrunchie. Dragged her. Yep. They mirrored each other. Dragged her. They tried to spare her. A lot of people cut the clip. They didn't show the full clip of how he was dogging her out in that restaurant, talking to her lopsided and sideways, like she wasn't a whole human being out there. In front of her son, in front of all the men, in front of all the bodyguards, in front of everybody in the restaurant, in front of the entire world. And this is a self-love issue for her too. This is not about learning to be with a man. This is not about trying to get a husband. This is about being foolish. Very, very foolish. Look. Look. That's what they on. That's what they on. And everybody in their feelings about it. Everybody's emotional. Everybody's in their feelings right now. Nevaeh looked very beautiful at her baby shower today. Okay, I don't know what actually occurred because we are 3 hours ahead of Cali. So it would be maybe about 9 o'clock right now over there. Chrisean and them said 2222. Okay, word to the wise. That she was pulling up. You know, I hope she doesn't. I hope she changes her mind, detours, refocuses, and aborts mission. I'm giving her word to the wise. Why are you even focused on this? You were doing good when you never even opened your mouth and mentioned them. You were pulling Blueface in more by being quiet that way than you are with the riffraff going back and forth. And they think this is, you know, the clicks and the views. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to seeing you beat Nevaeh to a pulp. I'm not looking forward. Yes, Nevaeh was popping major shit, and I hope now that she will close her stupid beak. Nevaeh, yeah, you still get smoked. You look very beautiful today, but you still get smoked. Because he embarrassed the hell out of you in the truck. He told her, you lucky I even came to the shower. He tried to put it on her like this is about you, like he showed no concern for it, like you having this baby by yourself. That's why how he made it seem in the truck. That's why I said, Nevaeh, stop talking. Just play your position. Get quiet, start smiling. Whenever he come up to you to give you a kiss, don't complain, don't pull away. You already know where his face been. I told you that. Stop it. Until you up out of there, until you in another place, in another space, you're going to have to deal with that. Emotions is involved. And you see this? Come on now, God. Look at this. You see this? Chrisean is playing thug right now. Chrisean, nobody likes a bully though. We understand when you're defending yourself and somebody walks up to you and assaults you. That was pure assault. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was expecting that. But you are running around kind of doing a little bit of a bullying thing because you're trained. You know, you are definitely a spiritual warrior, no doubt about it. But you're using it like a tyrant. You're using it like a narcissist. She thinks she's Blueface's mirror. I was trying to say this on another live, but they clipped it. They clipped some of my things that I say sometime, you all. I be on point, and they clip it out, right? What I was saying to y'all is that when Chrisean and Blueface get together, you see that, right? It's a toxic lifestyle. You see the drinking, right? It gets very toxic between them two. Okay. Look, y'all chimed in. Okay. What you say, Divine Goddess, baby? Yeah. Everybody be chimed in. We all be looking at how they are turning up, how they get together, and it's Bonnie and Clyde or Jay and Bay, as Chrisean was talking about. It's who else? What do you call it? Harley Quinn and the Joker. Okay, they getting together, and they doing their big one together. She makes him feel different than Nevaeh makes him feel, because she's a boxer as well as him. She's definitely into the entertainment, world. She's been there for a while. She's tried and true to make money with. He knows that's a sure bet in some ways that they're going to come off with a bag here or there. Okay? He knows how to make money with her musically. If he wanted her to go drop an album somewhere, trust and believe she wouldn't be dropping no more gospel albums. She'd be right back in the studio dropping whatever Blueface told her to drop. You hear me? Full control. Don't forget, control, submission, and full cooperation. And when you ain't giving that to him, oh baby, you gonna get the most. Okay, so we in here getting this reading. All right, y'all listening, y'all listening, y'all listening. Listen, I see funeral and sex addiction. Blueface, don't let this shit really get you messed up in the game, because these women are not happy. You see this? They are not happy with your sex addiction. They're not happy how you out here rolling into this one and rolling into that one. The only one rolling with the punches is Chrisean, because she thinks at the end of it that she's going to be the winner of this ring or the winner of this space, okay, of this position. Y'all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's an athlete like him, a boxer, okay? They're in the limelight together. They know one another. They've made money together. Quote unquote, they're supposed to have a child together, allegedly. Okay, to her, they have a lot more history, and to him, they have a lot more history, and they are get high buddies, allegedly. Okay, they like to do the same stuff, or whatever she liked to do and he liked to do, they do it together, quietly. That's why they go offline sometimes. You know why they go offline sometimes, y'all? I'm gonna be honest with you. When you have a get high partner, this how it goes in the hood, y'all. When you have a get high partner, these people get high together, right? And they start tweaking. Their lips start moving. They start making funny movements. They start having weird conversations. Sometimes they fight. Sometimes they get horny and they get intimate with one another and do weird, strange sexual acts. Sometimes they have binges where they just, just getting it in, getting high, doing what they do, drinking, whatever, popping pills, just talking. The popping pills sit there talking mad smack, talking shit, talking out their head, like how they used to do in their lives. And they don't want nobody to see them tweaking like that. So they stay off camera sometimes, allegedly. That's how it goes in the hood. I'm not saying that's how it goes with them. But if they are get high partners, oh yeah. They don't want nobody to see that. He don't want nobody to see it, and she don't want nobody to see it. Sometimes we can see when they done something, because she can't stop yapping them lips. She can't stay still. We can tell when they're coming off of it because they have attitudes the next morning. Their personalities are off. They mean, they irritable to the people that have done nothing to them after hanging out with one another. Yeah, you could definitely tell. Yeah, we getting this reading. We getting this reading. We getting this reading. He tearing all of them up like I told y'all he would. He gonna drag them from here to kingdom come. He or not. They think they're going to change him. No, he's going to change them. He's going to change them. He's changing them. He's splitting their personalities. He's telling them what it is and what it ain't in his camp. It don't care. He don't care what he said. You wish to be over here? He told Nevaeh, you was once the girl that was on the other side of that door. So you wish to be on the inside, now you on the inside. Tell him to shut the F up and stop complaining. That's what you tell him. Okay? Let's get some more into this. Oh, okay, no, let's get a big card. Let's get a big card real quick. Overlay this. There's a lot of feelings out here, y'all. A lot of feelings. Chrisean is one of the people biggest in her feelings. She figured she coming in, baby. Chrisean, like I said, if you let Blueface drag you all over the damn internet, drag you by your damn scrunchie, okay? Shaman, we about to get this message. Shaman, all right, that's me, all right? The shaman's about to tell us what's up. You let them drag you. You let him say all kind of things to you. He don't even really hang out. When I said that he don't even be hanging out with her and her son, it's always afterwards we see a post, a picture. Now they start hanging out with each other. They're gonna try to dispel any myth, any rumor to try to make it seem like it is what it ain't. We know better than that. We know better. We ain't the jackasses, okay? So somebody's feeling and looking like a jackass right now. I'm just gonna say that's Nevaeh and Chrisean. Blueface is also getting the hee-haw. He's getting the donkey of the day as well. You know what I'm saying? Be a smoother player, Blueface. You ain't gotta be a nasty ninja. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be naked all the time. A naked gonna naked, but you ain't gotta naked all the damn time. You know, it was the girl's baby shower today. Make it look good. You might have got more clicks and views had you had a better party, a better time, instead of running around causing drama, causing chaos, having Chrisean pull up trying to destroy the girl's day. But that's how it goes with a narc. The narc is going to destroy you. You become the enemy. You become the target. When I was with my narc, the argument wouldn't stop. Literally, the argument could start at 7 a.m. It wouldn't stop. It's now 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. The argument wouldn't stop, literally, till my physical body had been discarded out of the environment. And then they would calm down because they feel the mission had been accomplished and they could start the cycle all over again. Look, access denied, blocked. He's been blocking all of them. He's been blocking his feelings, blocking what they want, blocking how they want him to act, blocking what they want from him. Access denied, blocked. Blueface is on straight demon time. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, Chrisean, do not get your ass locked up on account of Blueface. Okay? Blueface might send you a little sleeve. Ain't that what they call it? Might send you a sleeve. But you think he gonna be up there every other week visiting you, bringing Junior up there, taking care of Junior in the meantime while you gone? While you don't went upstate because you know, tried to show the world how you was gonna defend Junior's honor because somebody said something about him? Blueface done said much worse. You ain't did nothing to Blueface. I black his eye. I do this. I do that. Who wants to be in an abusive, DEVI, violent relationship? What are you saying? Who want the dirty banana? It's a dirty banana. Look, he out here wrecking shop with that dirty banana. Getting into all the women. If you happily single, he gonna try you. If you allow it, he gonna try you. If you're mad hoes, he definitely gonna try you. All of the women are getting tried. They're getting tried to see if they're really about what they say they're about. Are you about really loving yourself? Okay. Mess with a ninja like me. No, don't mess with a ninja like that. If you say you're about what you're about, right? You wouldn't do that because you love yourself. You know that's gonna come with a lot. You know that's gonna come with hell to pay. It's gonna come with leeches. A lot of people, clingy, drainy, gold digger, won't let go people. That's what we got going on. A lot of leeching. He understands that. He knows that. Nevaeh feels real, crazy. I want him to still have a good time because you don't let him see you sweat, Nevaeh. But you're supposed to get quiet. You're not supposed to be fussing. As a matter of fact, you switch the tables. When he come home, have a whole Thanksgiving dinner waiting. Macaroni and cheese, baked chicken, girl. If you want to cook a turkey, but that's a lot. Baked chicken. Easy and simple. White rice, brown rice, I don't know, gravy, girl, vegetables, cornbread, you have some kind of dessert, bake a cake, bake cupcakes, bake a chocolate cake, bake a white cake, bake a strawberry cake, and bake some cookies, some muffins. Yeah, girl, change it up. Have yourself looking real pretty, smell real good, and don't say a word. Smile. So you ready to go turn up and get these views? Change your whole scenario. Look at God. Look at God's wrath. Listen, if you don't think God is dragging them, I'm telling you, God is right here in the middle. Right here in the middle, everybody taking a risk on love. You see that? Everybody rolling the dice. Everybody's rolling the dice. They might even be in here. Look. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? What's up? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all y'all. Lover's Lane. What is it? Bird's nest. Bird's nest right here. Lover's lane. Soulmates. Birdhouse. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Look, they all out here trying to be the kingdom spouse. They don't want to be birds. They want to be kingdom spouses. This is what Chrisean sees. Listen. Keep playing with Chrisean. You see this? Venomous Black Widow. I don't know how Blue do it. Like I said, you would have to be on demon time to lay your head down next to somebody that tells secrets. You know what I'm saying? When they get mad at you, they're gonna tell the world you a killer, gonna tell the world you got bodies, gonna tell the world where you live, gonna tell the world they're gonna do something to you to themselves. Like, do all these things, and you lay down next to them, and you get intimate with them, okay? And you eat their food, and you eat their butt and their box. What? What? Venomous spider? What? Black Widow's spiders make they how do you call it? They mate with the male, and then if the male don't get out of there quick enough, that's their ass. Unalived. Quickly. Look. I'm a narcissist and you are my greatest supply. That's how Chrisean feels about Blue. And I think that's how Blue feels about Chrisean. They kind of get each other. Because when I was with my narc, it was like an understanding. That no matter how many women would come around, or it was talks of, or whispers about, or nonsense was going on, we were supposed to, quote unquote, stay together. We were supposed to be, two birds in a tree. Kissing. First comes love. What? Then comes marriage. Then comes what? The baby carriage, right? Look, we're just dropping it. Anything else we should know? Chrisean, abort mission. I don't know if this was you, and I don't know if this is Nevaeh. I don't know if this is Jaden too. But there are ice cold hearts out here. Okay? They got an ice box where their heart used to be. They dancing around like on Marion right now. Okay? Revenge. There's a lot of revenge that these women have in their hearts regarding the relationship with Blueface. And he's definitely conjuring it up. And I'm telling them it's time to give it up. It's time to let go. Okay? But they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Now, did I get these already? I didn't get these. We'll go on to these next. So let's get the Twisted Oracle on the circus. Let's get the Twisted Oracle on the circus. Everybody's in their feelings. So that's point blank in number one. Everybody's in their feelings. People are not happy, especially Nevaeh. Especially about this reconciliation that's going on between Chrisean, or reconciliations with other people, point blank and period. This is Nevaeh. I think this is her party day. This is how she's looking right now, divine feminine. And this could also be Chrisean as well. These are all the women, that feel that they are in the position, or should be in the position. All of them are depressed. All of them are battling karma that they're creating for themselves. They're creating this. Blueface is not creating this. They think it's Blueface doing it to them. They're doing it to themselves. Because if you know this is not the kind of man that you like, or that you would want to represent a mirror image of yourself, then why are you there? And so he's looking at that. You eating good, you getting your nails done, you getting pampered, you getting massages, you getting driven around, chauffeured around, you eating at the best of restaurants, you getting a stipend off of the stream, because obviously you can't be on the EBT, and make all them thousands of dollars and all that, and the spell work. They all think they got the best cooch for this dirty banana. Mind you, the spell work is out here twice. Shady. Frankie, baby. This is the karma. Legal matters. Divorce, paternity, criminal, child support, and traffic tickets. Legal matters. That's why I say, Chrisean, don't get messed up in the game. Just trying to show off for Blueface. You know what I'm saying? She said, it ain't even about him. Then what is it about? Because he done talk way worse to you. Way worse. People done made all kind of videos about you. All kinds. I mean, mopping you up. I mean, basically tied you to the end of a stick and then, mopped you all up and down the internet. But you want to go get this girl. I think all of that nut juice got you wildin'. I think all of them substances got you wildin', Chrisean. I think this reckless sex, right? This fornication, since you reconciled with Blueface, got you wildin'. Wildin'. Shattered. These women look like this, but they're shattered from this karmic ties. Praying. Most High said these women need to do some real praying because that's not what's happening. They need to say goodbye before it gets crazier. They're not telling a full story about what's really going on behind the scenes. Bisexual, unsure of sexuality, secrets in the closet and on the DL. They just don't want to go do it. 2 times. Happily single, happily single. This is them with the crew where they should be, and this is them by themselves. Even if they didn't have a crew. But this is what they want to do. And this is what Chrisean is doing. She wants to convince everybody that she's training and she's focused, but yet every time we see her, she's in LA in a car with Blueface, with Chrisean Jesus right there. She want to prove to us she got a father for a child. She want to prove to us that she got a family. She want to prove to us that she's in a relationship and that he wants her and she wants him. Doing you, dating stress-free, setting goals, career focus. Believe it or not, Blueface wants them to move like this. He don't really want them to be pressing up on him for a relationship. He did not want his house necessarily to turn into the family house. Does it feel good sometimes to come home and it's not a party there and it's a woman waiting there with food and a child waiting there to make you laugh and it's calm and it's peaceful and she smells good and there's no smoke in the air and, yeah, of course, that feels great. But after a while, demon time comes out. Demon time comes back out. Moving on, letting go, loving you again. Again. That's where they should be to stop being shattered. Instead of feeling like this. Guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. Blueface is always going to make them feel like they're in the wrong for speaking about his karmic ties. And because they can't speak, they become depressed. And when they become depressed, Nevaeh goes in the closet. Nevaeh goes in the closet. Not only does Nevaeh go in the closet, so does Chrisean. Chrisean says it's her prayer closet. But it can't be your prayer closet. You're pulling up to pregnant women's baby showers. Talking about you want to smoke right here, right now, at 8 o'clock. Because you sitting up there reminiscing about what it used to be between you and Blue. Versus what it is right now. It's broken. I don't care how much you ride it. I don't care how much you get on the dirty banana. It's broken. Look, you don't believe it? Let me show you. Look. Look what's next. Another banana. I don't care how much you ride it, girl. See that dirty banana? I don't care how much you ride it. It's broken. You see this? Okay? Y'all had to clear some karma. That's why you keep going round and round in this loop. Y'all have to clear some karma, baby. That's what Justice says. Of course. You all are absolutely hurt. Absolutely. You see this? Was you hoping to do that to Nevaeh today? or somebody in her family? Why? What sense does it make? What does it prove? That you can beat another person up? Nevaeh, if I was you, if she come near you, you need to run. Run the other direction. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you need to do. You don't need to be picking up no weapons because we don't want nobody hurt. But they damn sure are authorities. You know? Tell her to take her ass back to Baltimore. She don't want to catch no another case. Ain't she out there for court for whatever, traffic tickets or whatever the hell she out there for? Maybe she needs to be out there to have court for another reason. She need to back up and abort mission. Abort mission. It's the wrong focus, Chrisean. I ain't telling you to protect, not to protect yourself or defend yourself. But against a pregnant woman, like, come on now. What kind of bullying? What are you on? What are you on? You're smoking? What are you smoking? What's happening? Get your shit together. I told you that in the other video. Get your you focus on all the wrong things. Yo, you got this ick day. You got this. You out here acting up for this. You keep telling us it's not what it is. It is what it is. You on that. It's broken. Love, hate. You're wondering why. They're going round and round. It's karma. Wondering why it won't clear. You too, Nevaeh. You out here doing the same thing and wondering why the karma won't clear. You calling on your ancestors to help you to triumph over another woman instead of be a better you. Justice is watching all of this. Instead of calling on them to help you be a better you, get you out of dangerous, abusive situations, being next to men that's on demon time with dirty bananas, calling you a hoe and a bitch every time you turn around. No, you're not calling on them for that. Help you clear some of this childhood wounding so you won't make and decide and choose such things for yourself. You know? You calling on them so you triumph over the situation with Chrisean. That's why they allow her wins. Because both of y'all are out of line. Both of y'all are in the line of fire. Y'all so scared to really take it there. Get really clear. Chrisean, you've made yourself look like a liar. Everybody see what your focus is and what you after and what you want, and that's okay. Just be real about it. That's all we were saying. You was trying to hide behind the Bible. Just be real about it. Now that you out here showing face, we see you traveling. We see you got the child with you. We see you up in the hotel in the car. We see you everywhere he is. We see it now. Okay, you out with it. But don't try to make it seem like we should, be looking at you as this honorable devotee of the Lord and that, that's all you focused on. Nah, you focused on that sex addiction. You focused on your man with romance. You focused on getting the bag. That's okay. We don't mind that. We love getting the bag. But what about your child's needs? Your child has a lot of needs. You've been dragging him from all these state to state to state to state. He's almost 3 years old. There's been no progression that we've been able to see. That's why I said as time is going on, it's telling the story. He's cuddled in your arms like he's a 9, 10-month-old, 11-month-old baby. What is happening here? Are you telling us it's us? Nah, get your life together. Get your mind right. You need to learn these karmic lessons. We not the ones in the back. We not the ones in a truck with our child in the back of the truck getting pulled over by the whoop-whoop. That's not us. We not the ones in a restaurant with our child at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or on the side of the road talking to a man and y'all cursing each other out. And he drive off on you. That's not us. That's you. How you mad at us? It says cycle, the card. It says crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. That's why I told Chrisean in my videos, I said, go sit down. Don't nobody want to fight you, girl. These videos for entertainment only, at least on my channel. But on some of these channels, they be tearing your ass up. calling you all types of psycho killer Norman Bates. Yes, you have been called the psycho on this channel because your card comes out when we ask about it. This card comes out for you. Your behaviors, things you're doing, wearing the red hoodie. Where's the white? Where the white? You're doing a lot. You're doing too much. You know? You're trying to strike fear in people's hearts. It's beginning to look a little clownish. Jackass 2 times. Don't be the one that gets caught at the end being the laughing stock of the damn show, Chrisean. Because you want to show who what. We're not looking for us. We're not looking for you to show us anything. Show us your boxing skills. Show us your musical talent. Okay? Show us how you're so devoted to the Lord. Go out to some shelters and give out some free food. Go and talk to some youth centers and some some group homes, and go. Back in the day we had Job Corps. I don't know if that's still a thing, but go to some places and some programs like that and talk to some girls that's really in trouble, that's really out here, that we used to have Scared Straight. Y'all remember that show? Yeah. Go on there. Those girls that challenge you, they ready for the smoke. Those are the ones you need to be talking to, trying to help them get their mind right. But you out here chasing your BD. You out here being a Jezebel. You out here chasing the money and the ig day. That's not us, that's Chrisean. Nevaeh is turning herself around. I'm going to give Nevaeh that credit. Yes, she got a history. And don't we all? I told y'all, collective, the world is a stage. It's a stage. Everybody lives in glass houses. We all doing the best we can. It's only but so long that you can keep holding something against somebody. That's like when Blueface gets in trouble with the law and he has to do a year or 2 or this or that. You know what I'm saying? He got to do his time. He get out. Do they come back and pick him up and say, nah, we're going to give you some more? Nah, when you did your time, you did your time. You had your experience. They done laughed about it. They done had their little shaming moment. They done embarrassed her a bit about it. All right, let it move on. Is she still doing that? If she's not still doing that, then let it ride. Only if she's still lying. Only if she's still yapping that big being sneaky on the back end. Oh, you know, if she's still running game, man, okay, then I guess you know, you're going to get what you're going to get. But if she's not doing that, how long do you think you're going to condemn somebody for some shit they already did time for? They already paid for it. They already had their experience. The experience was enough to slap some sense into the person. So you just going to keep beating them down about it? Right. Same thing I said, y'all. The same thing I said, y'all. We giving them the side eye. Like, go ahead, yo. You starting to sound corny. All right. We done beat her down about it. I'm just waiting for the child to come. That's the only other thing that can happen right now. It's no more to be said. We can't count back the month here and the month there. The only thing we can do, child comes out, DNA test. Boom. And that's something Chrisean, jackass, don't want to do. Yes, boo. You might be watching. You might be watching. That's something she don't want to do. She don't want to do it. You see this? Backstab, pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. I don't know which one of them. You see this right here? With the romance, the Jezebel, the backstab, and the jackass. Somebody is going to be looking real crazy because there are some real nasty backstabs that are on the horizon. Nasty. Shocking backstabs. Shocking. And one of them might be who Blueface really gets with. Nevertheless, whoever comes to stay for the long run, oh, it's still going to be a spiritual lesson. It's plenty spiritual warfare they're going to have to deal with. in order to get right in this situation. Do you hear what I'm telling you? They're not trusting the signs. This is heavy spiritual warfare going on right now. Chaos, ego depths, downward spirals, spiritual awakenings. It is warfare. Signs, red flags, intuition, dreams, and clarity when it comes to these babies and these pregnancies and all of this actual contact, communication, and the money. Instead of them closing cycles, they're going to have to close them. They're going to have to close them. Because best believe Blueface and his people, they talk behind the scenes about the women and how this is going to go. They run the women like a business. Did you hear what I'm saying? It's always a lot of pressure for Blueface. They run the women like a business. Keeping up with all these women, keeping up with everything, it's a tough job. But Blueface says somebody got to do it. He said somebody's got to do it. Okay. Give me a card. Give me a card for Chrisean. I see prideful. You see this? I see prideful. I was going to say, give me a card for Nevaeh. Ass kissing. Ass kissing. Give me a card for Blueface. Struggling handouts. So this is why he is going so hard with the streaming. He has to. There's financial difficulties, little do we know. All the eating out at the restaurants and all that. Nah, the way he tripped out, okay, on Chrisean, yeah, that said a lot to me about the money. Spending it in Burberry. She wound up wearing the Burberry outfit. He wound up wearing the Burberry shorts and was hanging out with her. And, you know, he completely disrespects Nevaeh with that. That's why I said, Nevaeh, if you see there's a man that allow a woman who wants to run fades, even on him, to come up to your door with no protection, no bodyguards, no forewarning. He drove up there with her and there's no protection for you. You really need to be making plans to be other places where your address is not known like that. That's what that says to me. You shouldn't have to walk around with a knife and tell the people that you don't trust them. Forgiveness. Chrisean, you really need to be practicing what you preach. Don't the Lord say forgive? I don't hear no forgiveness. You looking for a court case. That's what the Most High said. Are you looking for a court case, Chrisean? Chasing after Blueface. The Most High said you chasing after crumbs. I told you that. I said God's money ain't good enough no more. She want that Blueface bread. She not listening. See that divine staff? She's not listening. She out there wasting time. You see that? She wasting time. She said, here lies all the fucks I have to give. She not listening to nobody. She not. She got a lot of anxiety. She want to make sure that Blue is on board with her in her love potion. Okay? And Nevaeh has to continue to act unbothered. And this is the drama. You belong to me. I really don't give a fuck about them. And that's everybody's pulling point on Blueface. Oh, Blueface. Player, user, narcissistic, multiple partners, the opportunist, who is very much money focused. Unhealed trauma. The heart is beat up. Do you see the heart? In need of intensive care. Life support, baby. Spirit babies. Making these children. Making these children. Some cards in Nevaeh. Nevaeh. Trash energy. She said, this is a bunch of BS. She did not bargain for this. She said, this is some real dumpster, garbage, diving BS. She said she had to get it out the mud. She had to get it out the mud. She said she thought it was going to be better. She said, yeah, they do have some money, but she didn't know that he was struggling underneath. Like, he needs her for some other things. I don't know. I heard rumor. Don't quote me on it, that he was using her name for certain things. You know, if you don't have a credit history, if you don't have any liens or legality, you don't owe nobody, yeah, your name is free to, you know, start up things. You can start creating a credit line, you know? But snooping through the phone. This is her. This is Nevaeh all the time in the phone, right? Karmic snooping through the phone. Why? Regret. Thinking of what could have been. Reflecting and remorse. Okay? Nevaeh has her own level of narcissism, I told you all. See? Nymphomaniac, orgies, threesomes, buying sex, rough sex, anal sex. Okay? Because everybody want to get busy with the get busy. Alright? She regrets, you know, all of this. Tower moments. STDs, itching, burning, irks, foul odor, taking meds. This is the middle energy. I'm gonna pull this card down so this card can sit here. And the last card up under here is pregnant karmics. Pregnant karmics, all of them. Even Chrisean. Pregnant karmics. Because cycle is right here. You see her, right? She watching. She might be in this stream. What's up, Chrisean? What's going on, girl? I'm trying to tell you, take your life in a different direction. You want to look like Clarissa Shields, who looked amazing the other day. The body was tea. I'm not lying. She got up there to be weighed. The body was tea, baby. Look gooder than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If you need to be on that, but you out in LA harassing and chasing Blueface because you jealous as fuck, and once again, you're giving off snake energy, girly. Yeah. You out here chasing, and he chasing you, and you chasing him. Yeah. You, Chrisean, you, yes. Still in love with you, you. And he out here saying this to you. Sorry that I didn't give you closure. That's it. He just trying to be kind so he don't hurt your feelings. Look. Sweet talker, manipulative, victimizer, charmer. He's trying not to hurt y'all feelings. Look. He's still out here with the nonsense. You see him? If you look good, you know, he might backtrack. You gonna have to learn to protect yourself with this grease. That's protection. You have to learn to protect yourself. Instead, they prefer to suffer in silence. They prefer to suffer in silence for the money. For the money. And y'all, I was thinking too, when I seen this card fed up, right? This normally means, you know, headed up to here, you know, I've reached my limit, no more, right? I was also thinking them boys. Fed up. Down low. They might be watching all of them. Especially Blueface and Chrisean. They really need to be mindful. They really don't know what the play is. They have to be mindful. Come on now. You see this? See the jail time, right? I'm just trying to tell you, I mentioned that in the video before the whoop whoop got them. I told you I saw the police activity, but I didn't know who it was for, what it was for, what exactly was happening. All right, let me ask Spirit. Spirit, I want you to tell me, give me a card for what's coming up next. What's the very next thing that's going on at Blue's house? You see this jail time? Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying, what's the very next thing that's happening at Blue's house? Do you see this shit? Do you see that? Haunted house, physical fighting? Come on now, stop playing. What's going on? Spirit, that's crazy. That's crazy, Spirit. Okay. Spirit, tell me, what is the next thing that's happening? Spiritual connection. Wrote a check, their ass can't cash, spiritually bankrupt. Call on me. Nevaeh is going to be in her closet. Nevaeh is going to be in her closet. Okay? Okay. Spirit, what's next? What exactly is coming next? I want it to drop. I see, well, see that, right? Somebody's mad. I don't know if it's Blueface that's going to be angry. I don't know if it's Nevaeh or Chrisean. Somebody's going to be extremely angry, and this tower is on fire. This is a tower moment. This is something happening very fast, a surprising, exciting moment. Okay? Maybe that was Chrisean knocking on the door. You know, who knows what Blueface said to her. I know I wouldn't trust that person. Like, laying down next to Blueface, Nevaeh, you use a nut. Because he let Chrisean knock right on that door. What makes you think as soon as you close your eyes and go to sleep, he won't go down there and open the front door and just let her in on your ass? Depending on how he feeling about you. You wake up Chrisean standing above you with a fucking hoodie on. Who you gonna tell? Who you gonna run to? Look. Someone is about to pop up on you. You see that? Okay. Man. I don't know if somebody's going to get an STD or something. You know what I mean? Somebody's suffering in silence. I don't know what's going to happen here because it says sneaky, jealous, envious, hidden motives, sly, and has it out for you. This is the energy Chrisean is giving. Jealous is fucking snake. Whatever it is, it's a life lesson. They have not learned their lessons yet. Before they come into real blessings, they're going to have to get these lessons. They're going to have to take these shitty offers before they come into God's grace. Chrisean, this is not how you get the blessing, but go ahead, my dear. Fight for what you need to fight for. Do what you need to do. You want end yourself up in a world of trouble. I'm telling you to abort mission if you know what's best, if you know what's good for you. I'm serious. Abort mission. I ain't even lying. It's not smart. It's not how a professional would move. And if you don't give a damn about that, then just throw it all away. Throw it all away. If you don't like how he treats you, stop going over there. Stop being with him. Stop trying to claim him. Stop trying to make him be a father to your child. Go off like you were the first time. Because you're going to mess around and get yourself in trouble. You see child services? You're going to get yourself in trouble. Nevaeh, you also can get yourself in trouble with child services. If they see that you have your children around an abusive environment and it could possibly be affecting them or things could be going on, it can happen to you too, Nevaeh. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying it can happen. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to be reported. Something, neglect or abuse. You see the women, right? They're not listening. They all mad at each other. They all trying to dig up dirt on one another. Get the scoop on one another. Showing them where they had you fucked up. Get the scoop on one another. All trying to chase Blueface. What does Blueface have? I'm not saying he don't have money on hand, petty cash. I'm saying it don't go that deep. Hey, what's up, Renee? Hey, what's up, Lopez? Lopez said, poor Junior, he's a beautiful toddler. Yes, we agree. Joyce said, Nevaeh pressed charges on Chrisean. Yeah, Joyce said this is a disgrace. Yeah. It's sad, y'all. You know that they out here instead of look. Come on, back me up, Spirit. They should be moving on. Thank you next. Thank you next. But they want to keep up with the keep up. That's why I said Rila made a smart decision. That's somebody who has repented. That's somebody who is by their action is showing that they have changed. You know, change your mind, change your life type of thing by her actions. But not Chrisean. Oh no, not Chrisean. Look, Rila dusted that off. Not Chrisean, baby. Chrisean planning to move. She trying to move out there with Big Daddy. Give me another card for this circus business right here. Look, she just wasting time. Again, it's coming up again. Look, she holding grudges. She mad. She upset. She feel like her cake got swiped off the table. And if this is not her, this is damn sure Nevaeh. Somebody, you know, if not all of them, holding grudges. There are 3 candles. Nevaeh, Jaden, Chrisean. And whoever else wants to join the table of bad karma. They can join it. They can all get hooked on that blue. You see the blue? They can all get hooked. Nobody's bigger than the program, right? Exactly. Moves in silence. They're all doing this. They all being on the low. Because everybody want to party with blue. They said they willing to fight, baby. You see this? Girl, fight. Arguments. Physical fight. At war, competing. This your divine goddess DEVI. I'm just sitting here. We just sit here. This is y'all too. We sit here, we listen, we watch. We watch the spectacle. One part of it is entertainment, and then we see peaks of realness come out, like today. Like yesterday in the restaurant. Like I said, y'all, they showed her some grace. I caught one of the streams where they showed the full live, where he was telling her, leave. The door is right there. What are you still sitting here for? Telling her to exit. We talking about Chrisean and Blue. Telling her to get out of his face, basically. And she was sitting there acting like she didn't hear him. Like she was hard of hearing. Like she don't understand. And y'all know that's what Chrisean does. When she be messed up over Blue, right? She sits there like she don't understand what he's asking her. Like she just want to talk to him. She loves him. She's just being nice. He's having a moment. That's what narcs do. They make it seem like you tripping. Now, mind you, they both narcs. But she trying to narc him by making it seem like he just bugging out. And I keep telling them, you're not going to out-narc him. He's a man. He's the one that lays you down and screws you. You're not going to out-narc him. Because at the end of the day, he's going to say, I put my joint in your mouth. Shut up. That's what he's going to say. Look. He's going to do his 1-2. He's going to do his Michael Jackson all over you. He's going to say, Billie Jean's not my lover. She's just the girl who says I'm the one. The kid is not my son. No, no, no. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's Blue. That's Blue. Yeah. They all moving in silence. Keeping it to themselves. Arguments, physical fights, at war, and competing. Competing for what? You don't win no big accolade. All competing. Look, into you. Want to be up on Blue with the clout. Clout, hungry. And he is so uninterested in the drama. He's so uninterested in them. He don't give a damn. He said he don't respect none of them. He said they all karmic friends. Look, they all karmic friends. Okay? Look how Stunner was with him, and Stunner and Chrisean used to be on the same show. Look how some of the women that hang around Jaden was with him, and Jaden's still hanging around the women. Like, it don't even matter. Like, he said they all karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition, keep your friends close, and your enemies even closer. He said that's how they are. They watch each other. They get proof on each other so that they could later use it. They're all happiness haters for each other, he said. So he don't care. Because I told you. Control, submission, and cooperation. What are you willing to do? And I told you Chrisean has set the bar of how low can you go for a man. She be all up in everywhere. Instead of focusing on training for her fight that is next month, being a professional boxer, really taking that thing up a notch. Now we've been watching it. You're really supposed to be focusing. You just want to walk around and act like you know, be praised to be an athlete and what? You out here chasing Ick Day? Come on now. Stop playing. Go ahead, go sit down and reflect on that. We not trying to fight you. Nobody wants to fight you. I told you I'm running the fuck away from you if you come near me. Shit, get away from me. Hell no. I'm gonna beat my damn head in. Hell no. Go sit down somewhere if you don't know what to do with your gift. Look, and your bad habits. You got other things to worry about, darling. And trust me, I'm going to tell you this. Your big auntie is going to give you and Blueface a tip. This is going to be a hardcore tip. If anybody is into the substance of cocaine, okay, if you are into this white powder substance, this is a slow motion takedown. Okay? You don't see the results of this until about maybe 20 years later, when you still hooked on it, when you got a hole in your nose from blowing it up your nose, Or some people choose to start shoot. You know, I hope you don't take that route. You don't want you know. You already know what your family been through. I already know with that needle. You know what I'm saying, Chrisean? You know about that needle, right? I know about that needle. Yeah, that needle that said something to her, right? Drugs, addictions, toxicity. If it's pills, all of that. It starts to take a toll on your looks, on your body, on your organs, on your mental health. Your mental health gets much worse on that cocaine, baby. Oh, that destroys your mind. You start acting like a nut after a while. Your eyeballs get big, okay? You have no control over your nerves. Your mouth be twitching. You don't ever sleep. You always keep running around like you have like they never sleep, y'all. I can't even describe it. An ant. An ant. That's the only way I can describe it. The way you see ants always moving and they seem to never stop. Yeah, that's what I have you doing. If you got this going on, Chrisean, you really need to work on that. You need to work on the rehabilitation schedule for Chrisean Jesus. We would see him with his orthopedic shoes on. We would see him with his instruments that would help him learn how to walk. Oh, it's 2026. They got some real good stuff for the kids nowadays. He don't got to be in a little Fisher Price bouncer. He don't got to be in that. He's almost 3. You coddle him like he's 9 months. Let's focus on that. But you want to focus on running a fade. Let's really look at the inside scoop. All because she said what? She ain't said nothing much worse than your baby daddy done already said to you. He done already called you every kind of hoe. He done made videos with other pregnant women. He done put a ring on Jaden's finger just to show you up. He definitely done made you move out of the premises. Told Papa Blue to tell you and your baby bag to go to the door. Get to moving. Yeah. Yeah, Blue sitting there. Look, he might be listening. Hey, Blue. Yeah. Hey. He said you creative, divine goddess. Yeah, I know, Blue, I know. I'm trying to tell Nevaeh what to do. Go get into herself. Go bake a pie or something. Always sitting around yapping. Yeah, I ain't gonna be. You know, come on. I say. Come on, Nevaeh. Go get into something. Go make some real money. And then when it's time, when Blue said, listen, I done had my run, Nevaeh, I appreciate you. You can say, well, thank you, Blue, and deuces. Maybe absence might make the heart grow fond. If you had your own little space, he might start missing you. You might be able to make a whole sanctuary over there. Get you a little apartment, right? That's what he said to you. Why would you tattoo a man's name on your face instead of just go ahead and putting the name on the apartment? Hey now. All right, let's get into some hidden stuff. Spirit, we want to get into some hidden energy. Hidden. Hold on, y'all. Let me clean this up. Let me clean this up so we can see it real clear. Let me clean this up so we can see it real clear. These girls gonna let Blueface get them messed up, doing all kind of things to their children just for shock value. That ain't the way to do it, girls. That's not the way to do it. But since y'all want to do it like that, like I said, God gonna drag y'all, okay, in divine fashion. Don't be mad when the drag, happens. When that drag was happening with Chrisean, she was trying to stay as cool as possible. When I tell you it was a narcissistic injury, she was sitting there so heated. And because she couldn't take it out on Blueface, who is she taking it out on right now? Nevaeh. She's taking it out on Nevaeh. They can't do nothing to Blue. Nothing. They got to take it out on each other. They got to find other people to be mad at. Because they can't take it out on him. Nope. They can't do it. It's crazy. Yeah, y'all. I said, I dare you, Chrisean. I dare you to go knock on that door. I said, Nevaeh, what you going to do when Chrisean knock on that door? I'm talking shit. And she really went and knocked on that door like a fool. Why? Of all days, you could have knocked on the door any damn day, but of all days on her shower day, that's why I said it's narcissism. Nevaeh definitely was sacrificial today. I will agree with that. Yes, I heard some of the other commentators, you know, throwing it down, breaking it down. Yes, Nevaeh, you need to be careful. You need to be careful. You and your brand new beautiful baby that's coming in with that full life force energy, that supply. That is very valuable. Very, Nevaeh. Be mindful of yourself. Because Chrisean damn sure don't have no problem if you had to be the sacrificial lamb. Trust me. She'll have no problem with that. She don't. She trying to get to the top. And the one person that she wants by her side when she gets there is Blueface. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Okay? She willing to do something a little strange for a little change. That is my belief. Okay? All right. See this? They are willing to backstab each other. Trust me, she's willing to backstab anybody she needs to. For Blue. For Blue. And tell us what you guys don't understand. Because this, because that. I am the program. I am the this. I am the that. No, God is the program. God is the program. God is the program. Okay? You need a fresh start. You need to be focused on your new home, decorating it, streaming, sleeping, working out, staying in contact with your coaches, meditating, and taking care of Chrisean Jesus. The way I see it in your schedule, you don't have no time to be doing what you're doing. None. Who are you trying to prove something for? That you can get angry? That you can go run fades? And then what? What if you hurt your hand? What if you hurt somebody? You're just asking for some BS. That's why I said abort mission. Reroute, redirect, go the other way. Stop before you mess up your real blessings. You need to stop before you get knocked off your horse to the road to Damascus. Chrisean. This ain't about nobody being scared or having smoke for Chrisean. This is the reality. This is the truth. You're gonna mess up your opportunity to be greater than you are, to have more than you have, for some low level, low vibrational bullshit. That's what you're gonna do. I'm just telling you something. That's your divine goddess David. Trusting, reliability, believing. That's where you need to be. But since they not there, let's get into where are they really with confessions. Since they want to be so elusive, spinning these webs. Black Widow spider energy, like I told you. Dishonesty, deception, trickery. Unveiling, coming clean, messages. Truth is, a lot of them are exhausted being on this highway with Blueface. It's fast, it's crowded, it's hot, you know. It can be exciting at times, but it's definitely exhausting, depleting, draining, and has been a long journey for a lot of them. The Most High said they need to get a new perspective when it comes to the idea of family and what they are trying to achieve here. Okay? Because it is toxic. It is codependent. Okay? It's a mess. Alright, so I'm about to tap in with intuition. I told y'all I came out under that first line right here. But these are where the women want to be. Under loyalty, looking like this, feeling like this, with their eyes focused upward, you know what I mean? God work, using their intuition, heart, song, telepathy, and inner knowing. Okay? Alright, come on, y'all. Instead, I see this chasing. Instead, they chasing. Okay? So, the women chase him more than he chases them. The women do more of the chasing because he has something that they want. more versus the other way around. The only thing that he could possibly get from them is some Kuda cat. And that's a dime a dozen, where he's at in his movement, right? So what else could he want from them? Unless they're doing something different. Chrisean be doing different things, you know what I'm saying? They like I said, they two peas in a pod. They do strange things together that nobody knows that they do together. All right? If you ain't willing to do stuff like that, or he knows for a fact you not into that, yeah, you'll be chasing him, especially if it's to get money, if it's to get a bag, but they're also bringing this along with them. Karma. A lot of them are not saying how they're feeling the pressures of this energy. Consequences, cause and effects, and depths. From the dishonesty, the deception, and the trickery. They're not saying how sticky this web is. They're not saying how deep the level of trickery goes. Like I said, it's deeper, even when we don't see it. I would be sleeping in the bed. Narcissists want to get in the bed. They roll over and pull all the covers over. And you're trying to get some covers. It's cold as hell. And don't wake the narcissist up. Because you'll be up all night fighting about why did you pull the covers off them when they were sleeping. You could have just went and did this. You could have just went and did that. But if you get out the bed, they're going to accuse you of waking them up anyway. So you're supposed to just sit there and freeze. These are the kind of things that narcissists do that nobody knows about. Little things. When you tell narcissists don't do that, like I said, why is your feet being put on anybody's back, on anybody's child, or on your pregnant woman? No, he don't care. He gonna do it some more. He gonna show everybody that he listening and he hear it, and he's just a big kid, and he's gonna do the shit anyway. Big doofy goofy. A lot of them don't want to talk about how broken they are. Broken. How he is shattering their hearts. How he is splitting their personalities. How they are feeling very sacrificed. How they are feeling like they are going through the ultimate humiliation ritual, in which you are. Just to get a foundation. Just to say Blueface is my baby daddy. Better off, happiness, clear headspace. Establish family security. They don't want the thought of them and Blueface to be a memory. They don't want it to be a memory. Something that happened, but it's history now. No, they don't want that to be a memory. That's why Chrisean is not trying to let it go. They really need to have a beginning, a new beginning. This is beginnings. If they were to get right with God, if they were to really to do the inner work, but instead they are clinging desperately. This is the confession. They are chasing and they are clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. They do not want it to be a finality with Blueface. They do not want him to walk away. So they are willing to beg, like the way Chrisean was begging in the restaurant, to talk to him, to just be nice to me. I love you. I this, I that. She should be telling that to herself and her son. She shouldn't have even been in the restaurant. She shouldn't have even been there. He said, we came there for you. Meaning like I wouldn't even got out my bed if it wasn't $1 to make hoe. But she don't care. She said, I'm going to get my second chance. I'm going to roll these dice. Nevaeh said, I'm going to get my opportunity. Didn't you hear her in that car? She said, I have 2 children. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. Do you not think she was talking about other things and not talking about Blue too? She's going to do whatever she got to do. Most of us said they need to heal. They need to heal before any type of quote-unquote commitment is coming their way. I don't push this, especially not with a Blueface. You can marry the narcissist if you want to, just to say you got a man, just to say you married, just to say you got a ring on your hand. But you will be broken, shattered, and destroyed in the midst of it. This is right in the middle. They need boundaries right now. They acting hella confused and hella obsessed. The confession is all of them are living in a fantasy. They don't want to say no. They don't want to draw the line. They don't want to say it's enough. They want to daydream. They want to imagine. They want to fantasize. They want to hold on. They want to obsess. They want to spy. They're infatuated with Blue. They adore Blue. They're addicted to Blue. They love Blue, right? Ain't that what Chrisean says? I love you. I love you. I just want to talk to you. After he told her she was acting too manly. He didn't want no manly girl, right? But we all know better than that. He like all that. He like all that pulling and tugging. He like a jab to the face. He like a little black eye from his woman every now and then. Y'all know Blue like that. He like that. He like that conflict. My monster narc used to love that smoke. I used to give them that smoke so good. Oh man. You know, like how back in the day they used to call it a chef. If you could chef up the crack real good, you was the chef. Baby, that smoke I was bringing to my narc, baby. Oh, it was the best high they could ever get, baby. On blast. They was hoping and praying every time that I would come back through the cycle. Just the way Blue and Chrisean are doing. It's sad. You see that sorrow? It's sad. It's sad. Just Chrisean. She sit there knowing that she should do better. Knowing that she could do better. Nevaeh too. Both of them. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. But they won't. Obsession. Secret admirer. Suppressing. Timid. They won't. Only you, Blue. Only you. In sorrow. Coming up again. And in the middle, Blue is like, this shit is stressing me the F out. That's what Blue said. That's what Blue said. But you know, bro, you know, that's the game. Like that, you know, you running things like that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You keeping them off kilter. You know what comes with it. You splitting their personalities. You're embarrassing them. You running them through. You know, you putting your feet on them. You know, letting them know you're saying anything to them. You're showing them absolutely no respect. None. And as soon as you embarrass them, you turn around and kiss them. And once again, Nevaeh and Chrisean, what can you say? You are on his territory. You're over there with his money and his people. In his limelight. That's why I say when Blue gets off of territory, when he gets off of his space and goes and flies out to Chrisean, I said, bro, you playing with your life. You ain't take all your people out there. You might have a cameraman 1, 2, or 3 with you, possibly. But you ain't have Whack with you. You ain't have Bodine with you. You ain't have all your people with you. You out there by yourself with Chrisean, who's talking about she will kill you before you kill her. What are we talking about? You got an open heart? You leaving yourself open like that? What are we talking about? He told her, I'm not taking no risk with you. Remember, y'all, P&B Rock got set up in a restaurant. Okay? In a restaurant. There's something going on with Blue, though. You see this? Bitterness and distracted. All this bitterness he's been displaying. There's something emotionally going on with him. I don't know if it's because Chrisean has come back into play and her emotional, you know, her heart is all open and whatnot, you know, in this emotional state that she's in. If you're sleeping with somebody and you all are passing back and forth depression and bitterness, it's a lot of emotions that he could be feeling and she could be feeling. They're exchanging it. Resentment, anger, and hurtful words. He's talking like this. Sidetrack, change, and delays. Open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. She trying to open up her heart to him. She on the live stream just crying and, you know, going all in. He don't care about none of that. He want to escape half the time. He wants to escape. He wants to escape. And they want intimacy. They want him to get into them. That's what they want. Lay here with me, rub my hair, play with our child together. Let's be seen on camera together. Let's go places together. Let's dress like one another. Pain. All for ecstasy. The thrill of the chase. Chase and thrills, excitement, a good time. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. For bonding, sensual, and confiding. All to be trapped. Yup. Y'all really do need to give some apologies out. And that's to God. That's to the Lord. Y'all playing. Y'all need to get it together. Forgiveness, return, sorry. Especially you, Chrisean. You need to go deep into your feelings, honey. Because Chrisean is drowning in her emotions right now. Awareness, importance, and value. I'm just clarifying it. In case you were foggy, girly. In case you were extremely foggy, let's clarify it. You bringing the smoke to the wrong people. You see this? Cloudy judgment. You have cloudy judgment. You are bringing the smoke to the wrong people. Who should you be bringing the smoke to? You see that? Divine masculine? You need to be focused on bringing the smoke to blue. That's the only person that you have a problem with. Yourself and blue. Not Nevaeh, not Nevaeh's mama, not Carlissa, not Rila, not Jaden, not the viewers. You and blue. Don't be looking at me like that. Don't look at me like that, Chrisean. Shocking. You and blue. I'm just saying, you got too much influence in you right now. Chrisean's head is all over the place. Attachments, third parties, peers. Like I said, don't get yourself messed up in the game, girlie, chasing Blueface. God told you once, and I'm telling you again, God told you to get your together. Stay away from Blueface. Like, focus. You was with the church, you was singing, you was cutting church songs, you was training real good, you quote unquote was focusing on your son. We don't know. I don't even want to get into that because, like I said, he's getting bigger. I'm letting time tell the story. You're not going to be able to keep no 10-year-old propped up in your arm like a 9-month-old baby. We're going to see how you're going to do that. But yeah, it says hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. This is what she's fighting. You got some energy on you, Chrisean. You talking about divine feminine. You got some energy on you. Look, she's looking at me. Turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Yeah. And when she's at a distance with blue, that's problematic for her. You see this? She be on the live streams going off emotionally. We don't see it. Sinking, despair, falling apart, separation, space, and blockage. That'd be a problem for her. So we'll see how long this lasts. Because it's damn sure dangerous. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. What's next for the circus, Spirit? See this? The X. Chrisean. Spirit said you need to do some soul searching. Chrisean. Spirit says you are infatuated with Blueface and you are cloudy. The smoke is all around them. Inner work, deeper meaning, spiritual path. You are in denial. You are obsessed. You are attracted and spell work. You need guidance. You need to start listening to Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny a lot more. And when it comes to your divine goddess DEVI and all of us who are telling you, you need to love yourself a whole lot more. And not just for you, Nevaeh too. Nevaeh too. They out here chasing this, love that last. They want to be like this with Blueface. Y'all so young. Y'all don't know how this story is going to end. Spirit says, look within, Barbs. Look within. Because if you really look within, you're going to see all that smoke. You're going to see that burning inferno inside of yourself. You keep trying to think that you're going to have a love that lasts, timeless, real deep affections with all this smoke. This is chaos. What are you talking about? This is crack smoke. This is meth smoke. Trauma smoke. Burnt bridges smoke. Yeah, take a look. Take a look. We want y'all to snoop. We want y'all to look and listen. Look and listen. And think about it. Contemplation. That's all your divine goddess DEVI is trying to tell you. Think about it. Because this shit is definitely toxic. It's toxic. Toxic environment. Bad advice. Low vibration. Emotional leeching. Karmic relationships. Sketchy. Unsure of you. Playing games. Weighing it out. Right now we in here. You could be in here. They could be in here, y'all. We in here, divine goddesses and gods. Drive-by, tarot readings, asking about you. Stalking you on social media. That's what they do to Blue and each other. And when they're not doing that, they're giving each other the cold shoulder. Nevertheless, Chrisean, if you listen to a word from the wise and you get right, Spirit got you. But if you continue to keep with the prideful activity, thinking you're bigger than the program, and we ain't talking about Blueface program, because before Blue had a program, God had a program for you. And you're not listening. You're not listening. You see this push and pull? You're not listening. Controlling, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles. Not my will, thine will be done. Right? Since we talking about Chrisean, holy hands, Malone. Right, Chrisean? Now, narcissists don't feel guilty mostly, but maybe shame they do feel. It says guilt, stress, anxiety, ashamed, and remorseful. The Most High says, don't worry. You will learn your lesson eventually. Just don't make it hard, because there's arsenal on the floor. Okay, the floor is cracked. This is like a war zone. This is like I said, the roads that grew from concrete, that learned to walk without having feet. You know, growing in impossible circumstances under what's the word I would say? Not impossible, under insurmountable odds. Unsurmountable odds. And you're doing all this because, you know, with dating and thinking of you doing all this because you want to be back with Blue. It's nostalgic. This is the love of your life. Or maybe it's your first love. Or maybe it's the one who, like, you know, it's an attachment because they came up together in the game, so to speak. They came up together in the game. 43 on the clock. Dating and thinking of you. They came together. Nostalgia, missing you, grieving you, fixated on you, manifesting a reunion. It says new love, having fun, back on the market. So went out there, tried to date other people. They both being with other people, but they keep coming back to one another with the thinking of you. But it's a toxic environment because they still have not gone on the self-love journey. It's not just for a couple of months. It's not just for a year or maybe 2 or maybe 3. This is a lifelong journey. Meaning that if you never meet anybody again, and everybody you keep coming across is a toxic environment, then you have to protect yourself. You have to stay away. You have to stay away. There is no inviting the ex back in from a toxic environment. You cannot get well in a place that made you sick. But they said love affair, 69, player, third party, hooking up, possible STD. They said 69 it is. And the Most High said, 69 it is then. Stubborn. Bossy, selfish, guarded, inflexible, and lacks empathy. Spirit says, yep. Toxic. Now, this could be Blueface and Nevaeh or Blueface and Chrisean. Nevertheless, there's going to be more arguing, more push and pull until each one of these ladies gets the lesson of self-love and they walk away from this. They have to walk away. He's not going to walk away. He's going to do what he do. Patterns, addictions, manipulation, dysfunction. You have to come to him. Most of the time, he's not going to come to you. You have to come to him. But things are heating up. There's arguments. Like the card showed a little bit earlier, there could even be physical fights, man. Jail time, you know, all kinds of things if they don't stop. With the reconciliations, right? If they don't stop. Putting in the work, better communication, getting back together, an equal give and take. If they don't stop, you see this, right? Rock bottom. There's a rock bottom that's going to have to come for them, where it's going to make them think. And if it's not the ladies, God will do it to Blue. God will take Blue away from the ladies if they can't seem to take themselves away from him. Now, Blue, if you don't want that, shit, you need to start putting in some boundaries, you know? But the Chrisean rock factor, Blue's going to get himself messed up with that. Blue's going to get himself messed up because he just can't seem, opposites attract, he just can't seem to stay away. Can't seem to do it. All right, y'all. Let me get a card for Nevaeh. Back together. Chrisean on the reconciliation. Here's Nevaeh on the reconciliation. Back together. Fresh start, second chances, good vibes only. Now, if this is not Nevaeh with Blue, eventually, she could meet somebody. But back together implies going back to the past, back to something. So this is Blue and her. Still toxic too, just like her and Chrisean. Double life. Nevaeh. Nevaeh, I ain't gonna put you on Front Street like that. I'm just gonna read the card. Living a lie, secret affair, hidden truths, emotional betrayal. Nevaeh, hurting from this toxic love. Crying, depressed, pain and sorrow, feeling rejected. Blue sitting there like this as he's listening to this. Look at him. I'm sorry, Blue. I didn't say nothing. Nevaeh, I didn't say nothing. It just says double life. You can look at the card. Now, if this is her, possibly feeling like Blue is split between her and Chrisean, he's got two lives that he's living, right? And it could be very hurtful. Living a lie. She's trying to put up with it, but she don't like it. This could also be her feeling something about another situation that she would prefer or want to be in, or somebody's propositioning her somewhere, somehow. I don't know. But it's a double life somewhere. And I think one of it is definitely him being with Chrisean and her at the same time. Definitely. Definitely. Give me a couple of cards for Chrisean. Controversy, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things revealed. Right over stubborn and love affair. Controversy. Of course, we know it's full controversy with Chrisean. And fighting. How did I know? How did we know? How did we know, Spirit? Come on. Trust issues. One-sided, detached, and poor communication. Right over rock bottom. Keep playing with Chrisean, Blue. She gonna put you right where you want to be. She brings you all the prison smoke all the time. Chrisean, Spirit says you need to clear your mind. Abort mission. Go the other way. Leave the smoke alone. Go your way. You see that, right? No contact. Go your way. Go your way. All this nostalgia is getting you messed up. Go your way. You want to be right there with Blue. Go your way. High value. Spirit says y'all need to go this way. You and Nevaeh. You and Nevaeh. The Empress, self-worth, will not settle. Let me repeat that. Will not settle. Beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident. No amount of money is worth it. As soon as you see the red flag, no amount of money is worth it. Worth your integrity, okay? Worth your morals, your values, okay? It's not worth how you feel about yourself, your self-worth. You got to lower yourself. You'll know when you find the real thing. You see that? Teamwork. Right now, Blueface don't treat none of them as a team unless it comes with a bag. You see that? Spotlight, he's in the spotlight right now. Unless it comes with a bag. With these soul contracts, y'all. That's my message for them. They're going to learn it. You see this 1111? They're going to learn these lessons with these twin flame. They're going to learn it. They're all trying to get in the right place at the right time. They want to be the right one. Spirit says it's a lot of heart repair that's needed. A lot. Situation is sticky. Chrisean, abort that mission. You look crazy out here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to agree with you on that. You completely tried to disrupt and take the spotlight off of that girl today. You was jealous as fuck that she was having that show. Okay, you got your little bit of dick last night. Okay, that wasn't good enough for you. You had to come in and try to literally steal the whole show and make it about she said this, she said that. She said that shit a couple of days ago. So what? Wonk wonk. So what? Damn. Get a thicker skin. Shit. When Blueface be talking to you reckless out the face. Okay? Come on now. It's just too much. Let a baby come through. When you was pregnant, when you was walking around, people let you have the spotlight. They let you have your moment in time. Okay? Maybe you'll get another one. You keep messing around with him. Maybe baby number 2 will come. Maybe he will bless you with another Blueface banger. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe he'll bless you, honey. But right now, you totally focused on the wrong things, and the damn show ain't got nothing to do with Nevaeh. Everybody see what you're doing and why you doing it. And you ain't got to stutter in front of us. You ain't got to sit there and put on all white and blink like you don't know what's going on because you removed your eyelashes for them and all this extra stuff. Girl, won't you just go ahead and get you a house out in LA and really go give him a key and go live there and be with him? I want you to be with him. So you stop cutting the damn fool. Please, everybody, let Blueface have Chrisean and let Chrisean have Blueface. I don't even keep up with the damn story like that because it's just ridiculous. It's pure disrespect. You know, it's no type of class. You know, it's becoming classless. You know, she's beginning to just look like a wet mop. You know, that he's just mopping up and down the floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you think Coach Calvin and all of them respect you? Why does Coach Calvin have to ask you don't go over there no more? You should have never even been over there. You look jealous. You look jealous as hell. And Nevaeh, I hope you learn your lesson about yapping your beak. Chrisean is the type that don't mind, quote unquote, running a fade, getting in the field. Blueface is the type that don't mind letting the chick into the front gate to come and let them run a fade on you and get in the field with you. He's that type. As soon as you start talking a little bit too much, he gonna call Chrisean on the phone and she gonna be at the front damn door. So I suggest you just quietly stack your paper, okay? Save, go get you a nice little apartment somewhere, change your address, and get low and get quiet and stream and make your money. Okay? Give Blueface his little key, tell him where you live, and y'all keep that to yourselves. I hope you learned a lesson. Alright? But y'all, I'm about to get out of here, and we'll come back for another reading. But I just wanted to tap in, talk about the circus, because it's been disgusting. I haven't even wanted to watch it, y'all. The disrespect has been just, hey Laura, what's going on? It's just been, you know, so distasteful at this point. Like, Blueface is literally just shitting on him. Whenever you feel like, I told y'all what it is. It's a doodle test. It's really a term, you know, for narcissism. He will test you. He will shit on you with he will do something to see if you're going to accept that. If you'll still stay. If you still stay, they say, okay, I'm going to shit on you some more. And some more, and some more, some more. And see how much you can take until you up out of there. Chrisean knows to keep her own apartment and keep distance. Trust me, if she do move in with Blue, she gonna have another side, something working for her on the side, because she knows how it goes. She knows what's up. She's having fun now because she live over there and he live over here. And when they get together, it works for her. She don't gotta be bothered with him 24/7, and he don't have to be bothered with her. When they get together, it's about making money, having fun, getting fucked up, getting high, you know, and partying and fucking and bullshit, right? Yeah, that's not cool. That wasn't a flex. That wasn't a flex at all. You being a bully right now. You need to chill. You need to stop. And Nevaeh, you need to smarten up. You need to get up out of there. All of them need to get up out of there. All of them. But they won't. And so Blueface will continue to drag them. Let the drag season begin and continue on. Alright, collective. That is my feel for the night. I'll possibly be back with another reading. We're going to check and see how this crosses over. But yeah, we continue to monitor the situation and see how it goes. I'm just waiting for the babies to come at this point. I'm just waiting for the babies. Nothing surprises me with Chrisean. She's completely an addict. She completely has nut juice all over her brain. She can't get right to save her life. And I wish that everybody would just let her have Blueface. Nevaeh, get your stuff together. Get a nice little place for you and your children. And let her have Blueface. Let her deal with all of that emotional chaos. Because at the end of it, Blueface is going to find out what he's going to get messing with a girl like Chrisean. He want to take that risk? Let him take it by himself. Because you can clearly see the first person she's willing to hurt is you. She will hurt you for him. We can clearly see that. She will do that. So just back up. She's clearly not being smart. She clearly don't care about her career. She don't care about her health or her physicality. She clearly don't care about her son. Because you go over there putting hands and feet on people with licensed hands and you're a professional boxer. Talking about people going to sign NDAs. Nevaeh, you'd be a fool to sign an NDA and run a fade with her. I wouldn't do no such thing ever. Never. Nah. She come run a fade with you. Do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. Take her ass right to wherever you need to take her legally. Legally. Don't sign no damn NDAs for nothing. Nothing. Chrisean, I know you got heart. You think any of us thought that you wouldn't go and knock up on the door? Not surely me. I know you would. I was talking shit. Like Nevaeh. That was for Nevaeh. But clearly it didn't strike fear in her heart until it actually happened. Maybe that's what needed to happen. Like Nevaeh, you don't know how real this is. You don't know the kind of man that you're dealing with. She's walking around with the damn weapon. Talking about she don't trust none of them. Then he tried to put his chains on her at the baby shower to make her feel a little bit more comfortable. Nevaeh, it doesn't get better. It gets worse. It gets worse. All right, y'all. That's much for we gonna keep watching until the next one. I'll see y'all. Peace.